Just minimize it. Okay. If you can hear me and see me, go ahead and give me a yes in the chat box, please. All right, Dustin, really excited there, all caps. Good. Okay, we're going to pick up where we left off yesterday with our word morphology unit. So yesterday we finished root words, and then today we're going to start prefixes. So somebody just give us a reminder of what a root word is. Okay, Taylor.
It's a smaller word within a bigger word.
Okay, very good. Somebody else, go ahead and retype what Taylor just said in that chat box, or both of you. Okay. All right, Kennedy, a smaller word with inside a bigger word. And Dustin, looks like your answer hasn't shown up yet, but that's okay. All right, so yeah, it's a smaller word within a bigger word. So Dustin, tell me one thing that a root word can be connected to. Okay, all right, go ahead and type it. What is something that a root word can be connected to in order to make a larger word? Dustin's thinking really hard. An affix or another root word. Good. So, Kennedy, tell us what an affix is. Okay. All right, that's fine. So then what is an affix? You can type it right in the chat box. Okay, good. So if we ever don't want to say prefix or suffix or prefix and suffix, we can just call it an affix, and that will cover both of those. All right, so you guys have root words down. So we've got the smaller word within a larger word, and we're going to start with prefixes today. So somebody tell me, what is a prefix? Where does it go? What's it do? Just tell me what you know about a prefix. Anyone? Okay. Kennedy, go ahead. Goes at the beginning of a word to make it the opposite of that word. Very good. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at a couple of different prefixes today, so you guys can figure out how to use them, what their functions are, and you're going to come up with some example words for that. So what you guys are going to be seeing on your screen in just a moment is our morphology packet, which should be pretty familiar to you, and you guys should have your pencil and paper with you. We're going to look at a couple of prefixes today. And you guys are going to come up with a few example words for them and then figure out together what their definition is. So go ahead and get your paper out. All right, so if you look at your screen, you should see that morphology packet. We're on the prefixes page. So our first prefix is anti or anti. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to come up with 2 example words that have anti as their prefix. And then when you have those 2 example words, just go ahead and type done in the chat. So 2 example words for anti and done in the chat when you're finished. Those of you who are finished, just start thinking about, based on the example word that you came up with, start thinking about what you could think a definition for anti is. Don't type it yet, but just start thinking about it. All right, so all 3 of you are done. Go ahead and now type your 2 example words into that chat. Let's see if you, any of you had the same word or if we all had different words. We've got antibiotic, antisocial, anti-terrorist, antisocial again, antifreeze, anti-normal. Okay, it's an interesting word to put anti on, but it'll work. It'll work. Okay. Typically, you'd see ab as the prefix for that, but anti is kind of one of those prefixes that you can assign to a lot of words, and it'll work. So we've got antibiotic, antisocial twice, anti-terrorist, anti-freeze, and anti-normal. So right now, I want you guys to use this chat to talk amongst the 3 of yourselves and see if you can figure out what the prefix anti means. So go ahead and put your thoughts and comment on at least one other of your classmates' thoughts. Okay, so we've got some definitions. All right, hang tight for me for a second.